A reading from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, Relations with Women. Do not be jealous of the wife you love. Do not teach her an evil lesson to your own harm. Do not put yourself in a woman's hands, or she may prevail over your strength. Do not keep company with a prostitute in case you get entangled in her snares. Do not dally with a singing girl in case you get caught by her wiles. Do not stare at a pretty girl in case you get caught up in the same penalties. Do not give your heart to whores, or you will ruin your inheritance. Keep your eyes to yourself in the streets of a town. Do not prowl about its unfrequented quarters. Turn your eyes away from a handsome woman. Do not absorb a beauty belonging to someone else. Because of a woman's beauty, many have been undone. This makes passion flare up like a fire. Never sit down with a married woman or sit at table with her, drinking wine, in case your heart succumbs to her and by your passion you slide to disaster. Relations with men. Do not desert an old friend. The new one will be no match. New friend, new wine. When it grows old, you drink it with pleasure. Do not envy the success of a sinner. You do not know how it will end. Do not take pleasure in what pleases the godless. Remember, they will not be punished till they get to Hades. Keep well away from the man who has the power to put to death, and you will not be haunted by the fear of dying. If you do approach him, make no false move, or he may take your life. Realize that you are walking among trip lines, that you are strolling on the battlements of a city. Take trouble to get to know your neighbors and consult with the wise. For conversation, seek people of understanding. Let all your discussions bear on the law of the Most High. Take the righteous for your table companions, and let your pride be in fearing the Lord. Work from skilled hands will earn its praise, but a leader of the people must be skillful in words. A chatterbox is a terror to his town. A loose talker is detested for what he says. Government. The word of the Lord. A reading from the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10. Government. A wise judge educates his people, and the rule of an intelligent person is well ordered. As the judge is, so will be the officials. As the governor is, so will be the inhabitants of the city. An undisciplined king will be the ruin of his people. A city gets its quality from the intelligence of its leaders. The government of the earth is in the hands of the Lord. He sets the right leader over it at the right time. Human success is in the hands of the Lord. He invests the scribe with honor. Against pride. Do not resent your neighbor's every offense, and never act out of arrogance. Pride is hateful to God and all people, and injustice is abhorrent to both. Sovereignty passes from nation to nation because of injustice, arrogance, and money. What has dust and ashes to pride itself on? Even in life, its entrails are repellent. A long illness makes a fool of the doctor. A king today is a corpse tomorrow. For at death the portion of all alike will be insects, wild animals, and worms. The first stage of pride is to desert the Lord and to turn one's heart away from one's Maker. Since the first stage of pride is sin, whoever clings to it will pour forth filth. Therefore, the Lord inflicts unexpected punishments on such people, utterly destroying them. The Lord has turned mighty princes off their thrones and seated the humble there instead. The Lord has plucked up the proud by the roots and planted the lowly in their place. The Lord has overthrown the lands of the nations and destroyed them to the very foundations of the earth. Sometimes he has taken them away and destroyed them and blotted out their memory from the earth. Pride was not created for human beings, nor furious rage for those born of woman. Persons deserving honor. What race deserves honor? The human race. What race deserves honor? Those who fear the Lord. What race deserves contempt? The human race. What race deserves contempt? Those who break the law. A leader is honored by his brothers, and those who fear the Lord are honored by him. The rich, the noble, the poor, the boast of them all is fear of the Lord. It is not right to despise one who is poor, but intelligent, and it is not good to honor one who is a sinner. Magnate, magistrate, potentate, all are to be honored, but none is greater than the one who fears the Lord. A wise slave will have free men waiting on him, and the enlightened will not complain. Frankness and humility. Do not try to be smart when you do your work. Do not put on airs when you are in difficulties. Better the hardworking who has plenty of everything than the pretentious strutting around but at a loss for a meal. My child, be modest in your self-esteem and value yourself at your proper worth. Who can justify self-inflicted injuries or respect one who is full of self-contempt? The poor is honored for wit and the rich for wealth. Honored in poverty, how much more in wealth? Dishonored in wealth, how much more in poverty? The word of the Lord.